one thing we can guarantee you is that it will be the Philippines against Taiwan in the final. Let's go to our first matchup between Efren Reyes and Francisco Bustamante of Jim Weish and Sid Waddell.
Thanks very much, lads, and formerly his pupil, and taking up that point about the rack slightly high, studied a bit, could not get a productive break. Now, if he comes to terms with a higher racking, tip Bustamante here because he can slaughter the break. Two even. This could be absolutely down to the wire.
Well, what a horrid miss from Reyes there. He didn't leave. But watch this. Just trying to pinch that pocket, and as big as they might be, and that one came up to bite Reyes.
A couple of pool fans here in Cardiff, we're going to call that kid Reese Griffiths. Oh, genius. Cordial off the pitch. Killer on that white surface. With the
Widely in terms of shot making, he may well have no equal in the world. Francisco Bustamante, the best player on the planet today, and Bustamante, by virtue of that horrid miss from Reyes, takes the second rack.
Racks him up. 5-3. There were about 6 pool players keel over in the keel area as he blasted them for really big Deutschmarks. Because make no mistake about it, this game is honed on the smell and colour of money. How do you get to the Cardiff International Arena? You practice. Left the right 18 inches long. The control.
Well, Bustamante is yet to hit.
Jet-eyed predator in action. Cool genius. Bustamante
wants the throne.
And he's been sitting with Efren having a quiet chat in a Cornish pasty before the game, surrounded by a flash game. If you could hit the balls like these guys, you would be the pool hall Richard, as Rod Stewart once sung about. You make me jealous, but I worship you. All sorts of play, but Busty here on song.
Is he ever? An anxious moment on the 8th, but in the end.
I heard murmurs of this man, the great Mike Massey was the first one to mention Bustamante to me when he'd been in a tournament in Vegas, and this guy hit this rack at 43 miles an hour, and he's about 9 stone wet through.
Well, a mistake, the first one from Francisco.
Crowd absolutely hushed and tense watching this battle of the maestros.
Well, Reyes
disappear from.
Amazing loose hold on the cue.
Starts out of bottom or run around the table with a lot of inside English on the cue ball. And he's played it the way I thought first. Now he's got to clear the 9. Has he hit it hard enough? Again. I'm sure his heart was in his mouth for a brief instant.
Comes from pretty rough. Still plays to take home the bacon, or Philippine equivalent to his family.
Route to this semi-final. Akikumo Toshikawa his best when he needed it most. And that's in this one, Sid. Both players certainly seem to be breaking an awful lot better. Get it.
The rules are you have to go for the low ball. This gets the 1. Plays the intermediate shot. And opens up the whole table now.
Mistake is going to stop that scoreline. Reyes.
And it must be said, of 96 players who came here.
Well, he's such a gentleman. Rarely spoke, and there's a lot of people that Efren has faced off with in the game of 9-ball. I guarantee you, Sid, that their pockets thought their hands were crazy. They were digging out their cash so fast.
Well, the game is much more organised. The authorities playing a great role in its worldwide spread, but there's still that edge. Us Geordies Just means wide boy, sharp guy. Guy could limbo dance underneath the swing door. Now to be brought to balance. This one could go all the way. This race to 11 between two.
Pay to the bad break off from Bustamante. Been a bit lucky. Does he have a shot at the 1?
Well, it's ominous for Busty. The last time out. All right, you're up 3 in sync on the trot against Sukier. But this, with this break-in, it is enough to handle Bustamante, maybe. Stuns the ball.
You can see the 3 passes only to this pocket. Left-hand side and position the key here. Pace. He needed to be a little further down because the orange 5 is the wrong end of the table for him. The only thing I can see, if he decides to attack, he's got 2 choices. He's either got to bank this and run through with the cue ball, or a deep screw using the 9 with a lot of left-hand side off. Look.
Well, a magician showing that there's nothing wrong with his wand here. Picking the right time to come good.
Ready for this match. He's cautious. He doesn't want to touch that brown.
Check.
Look at the cue ball power there.
Incredible.
And swung that white back for the 7. Tremendous shot from Reyes. And you've just seen an example why. The 2 is the one he would like to have seen set up over a pocket.
Several factors looking very ominous for Bustamante here. Not least the scoreline, 7-3 down.
Well, one thing about it, Francisco's been shut out for so long, someone may have to remind him what the rules are.
Got to run 6 or 7. What an ask if he does indeed get out of the seat. Oh, what a shot! Absolute brilliance! Bob brings the crowd really. Oh, what a shot! He wasn't on for the first time, and he put that in like a tracer bullet.
This is the stuff that legends are made of right here.
World semi-final against Guy Man. He's doing just what he did to Suke, stringing them together like a blind. Sometimes it's the smallest darning needle. Precision immaculate.
Well, this is the first time I've had the pleasure of seeing someone use that cue the way he's playing right now. He is in the zone. 8-3, 7 racks in a row. A lot of the initial pressure and nerves are gone. Ball said.
And interesting fact in the makeup of pool players is they, I wouldn't say they were grudging in praise, but they do not dish it out lightly. And I don't think any sport I've ever covered.
With a great shot here to get from the 3 to the 4.
You were saying, Jim?
Off the side cushion, back out for the orange 5. Another shot in this. But he's been sat down for so long, how could he possibly feel like he still had a touch for the table? His concentration level. And I suppose in one sense, he has to do that.
Doesn't look like coming though, because he ran a very similar game. He did 8 racks from 7-3 down to beat Suke. This then for 9. Bustamante scratched off a break.
Francisco Bustamante led this match 3 racks to 1. He scratched off of the break. Little was he to know that he had to book his place in the final.
I've never seen anything like it. This is why he is probably the greatest 9-ball player, the greatest pool player that ever lived. Well, at the beginning of this match, I was saying to you, John, that what this is about for Efren is to assert once again his supremacy as the #1 player in the Philippines.
It is very much like a master. This is just a lesson from his previous master, is it not?
Doesn't play this good. He made 4 9-balls on the break. These have all been runouts from the break. Several of the racks have been extremely difficult racks.
That's here, but Efren is making some very, very difficult runouts look supremely easy.
But I have no idea.
This is just heavenly pool. Down goes the 9. Efren Reyes continues this almost certain.
I don't know what to say about this one, John. I'm speechless. This is the best pool I've ever seen by far. And I've seen Earl at his best. Well, he's got to come with a combination now, right from the beginning.
That's right.
1-7. Believe me, at this point, Efren's not looking for any safeties. He's just shooting. If he makes this combination, it's all over. Oh.
Well,
Back at him. That would be something.
what sort of a match would we be watching?
I'm surprised he can get up to the table at all. Well, these players saved their best for the last, John.
Winning 3 racks to 1. He had the break. He was feeling pretty confident, in a good mood. Yeah, I'm in control here.
You know, F last. This is vintage Reyes right now.
That's right, Joe. We had heard he was just doing enough to get through, but he hadn't really had that fluency that Francisco Bustamante just switches and turns on and runs a match. Well, we've seen it twice from in 9-ball pool.
Unquestionably.
This break that we're watching here. Got the power, but you could see there he got a little deep into the cue ball, and that means that he hasn't. Well, there just is no safety against these two guys.
He did play it safe.
That looks safe, but pots it and clears out and runs the game.
Frankly, I'm surprised he didn't shoot at the ball, because I don't think you really want to let every rails and hit this ball. There and here and hit this ball. But Efren not only plays to hit the ball here, John, he plays to is and how skilled he is. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And as you can see, he didn't leave. He's either banking or he's cutting it in the upper right corner. He may cut it straight down the table here, right along the rail, just like that. Missed it rather badly, actually.
Well, Jay, I think that would bank it into the top left-hand corner. Well, a safety.
Another safety.
Safety.
Another safety.
Yes. He doesn't need 10 racks to 4.
Yeah, Efren doesn't want to take any chances here, and Efren's got.
Well, it's a good escape by Francisco, but you have to think that seemed to be by his stroke there. They'd like to use the cue ball pretty much where it is now.
I'm surprised if he draws this ball. I think he just needs to roll it in with center.
He wants to play next.
You're right, he's drawing the ball back. Which means he can hit it a little bit firmer. Oh, it's a kill shot. They call that a kill shot. He uses low English.
Chances of Francisco getting back to the table, Jay?
Not good. Only difficult ball Efren's got is the 6.
Where the 5 is, he's got a perfect shot on the 6 into the center bag. So the 5 really helping. 5 balls for a place in the final of the 1999 World Pool Championships. He hasn't shown.
Long afternoon or night, as the case may be.
Well, he'll be up against either hope accomplished, but I think you'd probably have to say that Efren would be going into that final as favourite. Win the semi-final of the Philippines. An absolutely incredible match is now over. Efren Reyes, in scintillating form, beats his fellow Filipino, Francisco Bustamante.